can't steal as a prank.
Either you stealing or you're not.
You either stealing or you're not.
Either also have you so loose that he'll ruin your marriage.
I'm a little scared of anybody that could premeditate something like that.
A prank. Hey, what's up, y'all? And welcome to Pillow Talking with my husband, where the stories are crazy and our reactions are real. I'm Bree.
I'm Angelo.
And as always, we want to hear from you. So please don't forget to like this video, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe to get more content.
Let's get it.
All right. So let's get into some Reddit stories. You ready to do some pillow talking, babe?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So this week, I thought it would be a fun idea to find some stories where maybe the people are the a-hole. I feel like we've had a lot of episodes where they weren't, but I feel like let's try to switch it up a little bit. Yes, the a-hole stories. What do you think? You ready to get into it?
I'm gonna decide. I'll decide what they are.
Okay. So this first story is all about a prank gone wrong. Okay. So this one is, am I the a-hole for stealing groceries as a prank?
You can't steal as a prank.
Either you stealing or you're not.
You either stealing or you're not.
That's how you feel for real? Like you can't lie.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So am I the a-hole for stealing groceries as a prank?
Yes.
Okay, so OP says, this happened a while back, but the event resurfaced in a recent conversation. So they say, my friend and I used to be in a relationship, but are just good friends now. When we were together, I had a key to his place. Sometimes I stay over late and leave around 2 a.m. to sleep at my place. One day at around 2 a.m., I thought it'd be funny to take his Costco haul he got in that day. I take it home. He'd wake up to find his fridge almost empty, and he'd know it was me and call me, and I bring it back and restock everything. I live 10 minutes away, so even if he was hungry, I figured I'd be back fast enough with his food. It was a harmless prank, or so I thought. I thought it was funny imagining him opening up his fridge in the morning, confused to find just his usual eggs and milk and not his recently purchased pounds of meats and cheeses. He called me around 7 a.m. fuming. Him, you disrespected the trust I have in giving you keys to my place. It's breaking a boundary. Your prank wasn't funny. You stole my food. That's my food, and I paid $200 for it. Your prank makes me look stupid. It makes me the butt of the joke and is disrespectful. Me. I didn't steal your food. I was going to bring it back and restock everything once you realized. I thought it was a harmless prank because you literally don't get hurt in any way. Him. I know you weren't going to actually keep any of my food. I know you were going to come back and restock my fridge. My point still stands. So I came back with his food and restocked everything as promised. I apologize for hurting him in any way, but I honestly didn't understand why he overreacted. I still don't. It's been about a year since that happened. We're good friends now. We talked on the phone the other day and that prank came up, and I laughed at how stupid it all was. He instantly got serious and repeated again, that is not funny at all. It's really disrespectful, etc. It kind of ruined the tone of the conversation. Is he overreacting and being too sensitive, or am I just not understanding? Am I the a-hole for stealing his groceries as a prank? There's also 2 edits included in this where he kind of like gives like updates. So first, let's go to the comments really fast before you, because you look, whew.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to say, you don't look that happy. Okay, so top comment here says, yes, the a-hole. Your prank sounds dumb and irritating at best. What is anyone supposed to laugh at? Haha, you got me. I trusted you and now I'm inconvenienced. I think your friend had trouble explaining what he didn't like about it, which is why his explanation sounds a bit off, but it's just not a good prank in any way. Somebody else said, yes, the a-hole. The fact that you're still trying to double down on it being funny after he repeatedly told you it wasn't makes you look like a bad friend. Pranks are only funny if both people are laughing. And then a lot of comments are just questioning, like, how is this supposed to be funny? I don't get the joke. So, okay, let me go to the edit first. So they said, thanks to everybody who responded. I never considered that my friend might have some food scarcity trauma from his childhood. He told me he grew up rather poor, but even if he doesn't, I broke his trust in giving way to his and me giving a key to his place, a key that I still have. Actually, I won't dishonor that trust again. I understand that I was the a-hole, and I'll be apologizing as soon as I can. A real apology this time. So yeah, that's the full gist of it. So what do you think, though? Do you think that he was the a-hole for taking the groceries, or do you think that the friend overreacted for, him getting his groceries taken?
At first, I thought this story was going in a different direction.
What you thought?
I didn't know if it was like pranking a friend, like a friend. When it actually was a prank. I'm thinking they stole it and then said it was a prank after the fact.
Yeah.
This was actually done intentionally to be a prank.
Yeah.
So initially, I don't think the guy sound like it's a guy.
I think it's I don't know.
Or whatever, the person.
Yeah. Initially,
it seems like the person just intended to be funny, and it just wasn't funny. I don't really think it makes them an a-hole in that sense. I think it goes a-hole once they double down on their boundaries. Because once they established that it was a boundary that they felt you crossed, and then you tried to make light of it, at that point, that's where you're going into the a-hole part. Like the first initial thing was like, this just was a bad prank. It wasn't funny. But don't try to justify it anymore. It just wasn't funny. You crossed the line with me. I'm uncomfortable with that. Don't do that again, period. Don't try to say, oh, you overreacted. No, that's where you're going into the a-hole. They're not overreacting. You hit a nerve that wasn't funny. I think that was funny either.
You don't think you would think that was funny?
No!
Funny?
No, because you taking my milk out my refrigerator. You taking, you just messing with my stuff.
So I have a little bit of a different take on this.
Go ahead, let's hear
than you
it.
do. So, okay, I grew up with a really funny mom who did a lot of pranks on us. To me, this is like, I'm not saying, don't get me wrong. I think everybody has like a limit and a boundary. Everybody doesn't think that pranks are funny. My husband does not think that pranks are funny. I think pranks are hilarious. I like pranks, but it's not his thing. No. So I don't prank him because it's not something that he's comfortable with. I respect it.
I don't like for people to see me sweat. I'll be more.
But
mad.
Even if it's just a prank with me and you still are like, I can't believe that you would do such a thing to me. It's like all I did was
I don't like to
move the
Like
eggs.
one
I don't
time
know,
my mom pranked me, and it was she made a joke with a coworker while I was at her place of business.
Yeah,
and the joke was like the coworker was putting his hands on her, or he was hemming her.
See, that's not okay.
So I came in a room on 3,000, and I had to come down from 3,000 because and the guy was kind of big, so I'm sitting up here trying to like. Bring up curtain.
Okay, that's a bad prank.
So I'm coming there ready to swing on the dude, and then he's like, "Oh, joke." I'm like, "No."
So did you laugh after
though?
No,
I was pissed.
So you were still mad.
Like
I said, I grew up with a mom who did a lot of pranks. She mostly did them on my stepdad, but like we would be involved in the pranks. Mm-hmm. So
I think pranks are dangerous.
I think they can be dangerous. I think in this case, I don't think it was that serious. But who am I to say?
What happens when somebody smacks somebody?
Too serious for somebody else.
What happens when somebody smacks somebody behind the prank because they think it's real? And
people got smacked behind pranks.
You hit
People
the person.
Smacked, punched.
That's what I'm saying. But you punch first, and then you be like, "I'm pranking you."
People gotten killed behind bad pranks.
Right. Or like you said,
unalive,
accident come from it. What about the accidents that come from it? Because some people have a bad reaction to a prank.
Yeah, that's true.
They could run out in the street and then get hit by a bus, and it's like, if you didn't prank them, she'd still be here. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
why would she? If you didn't prank
imagine if I put a bunch of fake spiders.
She'd still be with us today, Lord.
Imagine put a bunch of fake spiders on somebody. They run out the house, run into the street.
That's a thing, though. But especially like if somebody has like arachnophobia or something like that, you put fake spiders on, they can go into cardiac arrest.
Yeah, start having
imagine if you the one that
attack or anything.
Sent Miss Gladys to glory because you was playing too much.
Ooh,
I would feel so bad. I would
she
feel
used
so
the bathroom
bad
on herself in front of everybody, just all over herself. Now you got to clean it up.
What are we doing to Miss Gladys that she peed on herself?
You could have scared the hell. You could have scared Miss Gladys pretty good.
Okay. No, seriously. That's okay. I feel like do I feel like you're the a-hole? I guess in the scenario, yes, you would be the a-hole, because if you know this person don't play like that, stop playing with people how they don't want to be played with.
Maybe they didn't know how they would react though.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so what do you think is too far for a prank?
Any prank on me, I don't like, because
Anything is too far?
I can't promise what I would do in certain situations.
Oh, okay, bloodbath.
No, I'm not even
just
saying that. It's not even just on no bloodbath. It's I could cry and be mad.
Yeah.
I'd be mad that you made me cry. Like, you could say your mama, anything. You could just, any joke would be, like, if it's something I think is serious and I get all emotional about it, then you like, haha, we just playing. I'm ready to kick you.
My mom has had some classic pranks over the years. And I remember when Angelo first came around and my family was telling like stories of like our childhood. And we talked about some of the pranks that my mom did. And Angelo was so mortified. He was like, that's not funny.
No.
That's not funny at all. I'm like, really? Because we thought that was hilarious. We still laugh about it to this day.
And I be like, ever since you told me she do pranks, I've been kind of nervous around your mom. Because I'm like, don't please. Like,
you do say that though.
I'm like,
especially
do not
like on April Fools, you're like, oh, I'm so scared. My mother-in-law gonna text me something crazy.
It's not funny. Be like, oh.
In my mom's defense though, her pranks are good. Like my mom was doing the really good pranks before y'all was putting them on YouTube. My mom's the OG
like
in the
hide
prank
in the
game.
car, text in the car.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's bad. That's a bad one.
It was a bad prank. Was it a nice prank? No. But was it a good prank? Yes, it was. It was a quality Ashton Kutcher level prank.
I would lose my mind. Come outside my car out there.
He has really bad anxiety. Yeah,
Who?
you.
Yeah, man. Imagine you think your car gone for real.
Okay, so for context, right? My mom one year. My mom is really big into pranks. She loves pranking, especially like I said, my stepdad, right? So one year, my mom has done some really bad pranks on my stepdad, some really bad ones. One year, he had got a newer truck, and so my mom was like, I need a prank. I need an idea. So her idea was to steal my dad's car. So my mom is so like, her level of thinking through and she commits. She don't, it's no crack smiles. It's no woman. Nothing. She commits. She is in there. So she had planned it out. She was like, I'm going to tell them that we're going to the grocery store or something like that. Mom, if you're watching this, comment below what you did. So she's like, I'm going to tell them we're going to the grocery store or something, right? So to get him in the mindset to wake up early so when she woke him up early, he wouldn't be caught off guard, right? So she got up earlier than him. He was in a good deep slumber. She got up earlier than him, got up, moved his car from the original place that it was somewhere else, like within their apartment complex at the time. So he wakes up and she's like, yeah, let's go grocery shop and all this stuff. So he's like, yeah, I'll go get in the car. He went outside. My mom said he came back in, a full-blown panic. The car's not outside. The car's not there. What happened to the car? So my mom's like, what do you mean the car's not there? Maybe you parked it in a different spot. Knowing full well that she stole this man's car.
Man, the amount of panic.
And then the funniest part, when she told me this story, was any person's natural reaction is to call the police. So, of course, my dad's going, well, let me call 911. Mom goes, oh, here you go. You had to ruin it calling the police. Hang up the phone. I'll tell you where the car is.
Oh, my God.
She should have let him call the police. But no, because she could have got like a ticket or got in trouble, right? Can't you get in trouble?
Sometimes, yeah.
I would have faked it, y'all made it.
I'm a little scared of anybody that could premeditate something like that.
A prank? Well,
on that level, no, because you got to think about it. Because she thought it through, she planned it, she knew how he was going to react. She was like, "I'm going to do it at this time."
She didn't know how he was going to react. That's the nature of the game. That's the thrill.
Just thinking it through, like I know I'm gonna wake him up at this time. He gonna go outside.
That's how you execute a good prank.
So imagine if you want to hurt somebody, I can do it this way. I can do it that way.
I should just call my mama.
I'm just nervous.
Oh, but act right.
I'll be a good son.
Yeah, let's say you better be.
Because I ain't got time for her to be premeditating. No,
that's
no.
right, my mama. Yeah, keep it together. Act like you got some sense. Thank you. I love pranks. I think they're fun. As long as nobody cries, I think it's not. But here's the thing.
You never know if they're going to cry or not.
That's the thing. But I like pranks that are actually funny. Like, make me laugh.
No prank is funny.
Some pranks can be funny. This prank was not funny. This was just a bad prank.
So what if I did that prank where, I fake like it's a girl in the house and we making out and you come in? I seen those on TikTok.
On TikTok, like
that.
I seen those.
How would you like that one? That's funny.
It might be after. I don't know. Let's try it.
No.
Let's try it. No, try it.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who you hitting first?
I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to react.
Because it might not be funny if I get hit first.
It probably don't know who you hitting first. How you know I'm gonna hit anybody?
What you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's a prank you shouldn't try. I don't know.
What if I come home and was like, dang, she could cook good, babe. You should cook like this girl at my job. She throw down. I mean, God, she brought me my own plate.
So that's okay. So at what point does the prank start or stop? Exactly.
It's not
what
gonna
are we
stop
doing?
until you get to a certain level of anger, and then that's when we'll be like,
I'll
just play.
See, that's not funny.
Right.
Do
Pranks are not
something
funny.
funny.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, pranks
that's the
can
point
be
I'm making.
funny.
People,
no,
they're never funny.
I think pranks can be funny. The right pranks.
Okay, well, next story, because
I knew you were gonna get irritated by this. That's why I picked it.
I just want to hear another a-hole today.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into this next one. Impatient.
I'm fine.
Okay, so this next one says, am I the a-hole for telling my fiance I will call off the engagement if he doesn't stop hanging out with my father because of a situation that happened with my ex?
Okay, I'm going to need some context on this.
Okay, so this one. Okay, so let's just get into it because this one was a lot. It's a bit of a long story, so make sure you're paying attention.
I'll try.
Okay, so I, 27 female, have a complicated relationship with my dad, 55 male. He wasn't a bad father, but he's been a terrible husband. Growing up, I constantly found my mother crying because dad cheated on her again. He'd cheat, she'd lash out, he'd crack jokes to lighten the mood, which made her even angrier, and then within days, they'd be back to normal, until she'd catch him cheating again. I resented my father for this, and my mother somewhat for tolerating it so much. After college, I returned to living with my parents until I could figure out my finances. I met a guy I really liked, and he would come over to my parents' house most of the time. He and my dad got close pretty quickly. They would hang out together a lot, go on fishing and camping trips together, and I thought it was nice that my father and my boyfriend were getting along so well, until I overheard them one day talking about their latest adventure. From that conversation, I realized their trips weren't just about fishing or camping. They were picking up women together.
Oh, wow.
How you cool with your daughter's boyfriend cheating with you? So he cheating on your daughter. And you cool with that?
Not only is he cheating on your daughter, but you are coaching him through it. You're coaching him on these trips.
That's like his right-hand man.
That's sad. Okay,
they
let's
cool. He got cool with
his.
That's dog.
Insane.
That's his boy.
They tried denying it, but I wasn't fooled. I broke up with him immediately, and my relationship with my dad got even worse. I moved out some months later, and I rarely visited. My apartment was only a 20-minute drive away from my parents, but from them, I visited just a handful of times because of my mother. Now, on to the current situation. So that's the backstory, okay? So now on to the current situation. I met my fiance, 26 male, some months after my last relationship, and we dated for a year and a half before he asked me to marry him. I'd already introduced him to my parents, and they'd met a couple more times. He knew about the situation with my ex and why my relationship with my father was strained. We got engaged a month ago, the week before Thanksgiving. When I informed my mother, she begged us to come spend Thanksgiving weekend with them to celebrate. She used the fact that we'd drifted apart so much, and my fiance convinced me, so I agreed. On the first night after dinner, my dad invited my fiance to go out on the porch to drink a beer and chat. My mom and I decided to join them. The conversation was mostly about their mutual love for football. After an hour or so, it got tiring and I wanted to sleep. My mom had already went off to bed. When I told my fiance, he told me to go ahead and he would be with me soon. I felt very uneasy about leaving him alone, but I didn't want my fiance to feel like I was monitoring him. My fiance accidentally woke me up when he finally came to our room in the middle of the night. When I asked him why he was coming to sleep so late and what were they still talking about for so long, he replied, football, of course.
Cap.
I didn't press any further. All weekend, they hung out constantly. My fiance helped dad with chores and ran errands for him. Anytime I brought it up, he said he was just being polite. Fast forward to yesterday. My fiance casually informed me that he would be going on a camping trip with a friend. This isn't the first time he has gone camping since we got together, but I got suspicious because he got evasive when I asked who he was going with. When I pressed, he finally admitted he was going with my dad. Apparently, over the weeks after Thanksgiving, they stayed in contact. They even gone to watch a football game together without me knowing because my father said I would make a big deal out of it. I lost it and I told him absolutely not. I reminded him what happened with my ex. He said I was being paranoid, that my dad was cool to hang out with, and he'd never mentioned anything about women. He said my dad didn't force my ex to cheat, so I couldn't keep holding a grudge. That hurt very much, in addition to the fact that he wouldn't cancel the camping trip like I asked. So I told him that he could either stop hanging out with my dad or I would call off our engagement.
Wow.
He got upset and accused me of trying to control him, and the fact that I think my dad can influence him means I don't trust him. We've barely talked since yesterday as he keeps trying to give me the cold shoulder. I don't want to be the kind of woman who controls who her man hangs out with, but I feel like I set a clear boundary from the very start regarding my dad, and he knows how it makes me feel. Sorry for the long post, but I felt like the context was important. So am I the a-hole for giving him that ultimatum? Whew. So let me get into the comments, okay?
It's a good one.
This is a good one. Okay, so actually some people said that she wasn't the a-hole. It was like mixed reviews. Okay. So the top comment says, your fiance is putting his bromance with your father above your comfort. He is already lying to you while embracing a habitual cheater. Is this what you want for your future? Reenacting your parents' dysfunctional marriage, not the a-hole unless you accept the disrespect. Somebody else said, not the a-hole, I would have ended it just from him trying to lie about hanging out with the dad. He crossed the line. Now he can walk since he wanted to hang out with your dad so bad. Ooh. I was trying to find a comment where they said that she was the a-hole, but it's buried deep in a lot of these comments. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think that she's the a-hole? Because I seen that you had quite the reaction saying she would call off the engagement.
I just think her father gonna be the end of all her relationships. It's interesting. Her dad must be a really good time. He must be fun, really fun to hang with. He got to be.
You know what I thought about on Mean Girls when she, Regina George's mom, where she had the martini and the little tracksuit. She's like, I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. And she's drunk 90% of the time. That's her dad.
He got to be a good time because, like, for her to tell him the story of the ex and he falling right into he ready to go on the
fell
camping
right
trip.
Into that trap. It was
because
nothing.
He must be a good time. He must be have great conversation, funny as heck, and evidently a bad influence.
Evidently, yeah.
But he sound like my type of father-in-law. I ain't trying to say it like that, but he seems like he's fun. Not on the cheating side.
Don't play with me.
I'm just saying, like, because imagine this. Like, most of the time, father-in-laws are normally, like, uncomfortable to be around. Or, like, you got to straighten up when you're around them. he seemed like the father-in-law where you can loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, and he'll also have you so loose that he'll ruin your marriage.
I do still think a man has to make a decision on if he's cheating or not. But as far as like hanging with him and he's cheating, I ain't gonna get all off into all
So
that.
do you think that she's the a-hole for saying, if you don't stop hanging out with my dad, then I'm calling off the engagement?
I think that's not fair, because you introduced me to your parents, and now you're trying to block us from having a relationship. I would want a relationship with your parents. The thing is, she does have to trust her man that he's not going to cheat like his father. It's almost like having a bad friend. Like, you have to trust that when I go out with this guy, that I'm going to stay in line. Whatever he getting off into is what he get off into, but I don't necessarily got to do the same thing he doing.
Yes and no. I feel like, okay, I don't think that she's the a-hole in this story for having the ultimatum that she gave him. And I'm saying that because obviously her and her father have real trauma that they have to work through. But with this new person coming into her life, if she at the very beginning of their relationship said, hey, this, for me, is a boundary. I don't need you to be like super duper close with my dad, because I know the type of man my dad is.
But it's kind of hard when he's obviously likable.
I mean, he's
guy.
obviously a charming, likable man.
Yeah, he got
but what
to
did
be
I
here.
say when we first got over here?
Yeah, but
I said, don't eat them ribs off the grill with him, and what you doing?
Yeah, but that's unrealistic. You brought me over
Saucing
here
them up.
to be with hours with your parents, and I'm supposed to not like.
I'm not saying that you have to necessarily be like, okay, from what she's saying in the thing, it's not necessarily like, oh, you can't be cordial or kind to my father when you're in his presence. But the things that he's doing in this story are already betraying her trust.
Yeah, you're lying about now that's where he was wrong at.
And if you aren't cheating, you could have cheated on her with her dad.
Well, he started lying, and that's where he's going down the same rabbit hole.
I mean, you're not cheating on her, but you get what I'm saying.
No, but he started lying.
Yeah, so it's like you can't say,
you're going down the same rabbit
you
hole.
can't hold a grudge, or all men aren't the same, whatever. But you have characteristics that are very similar to the ex, in the sense of like the lying and sneaking around.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like it's a middle ground here.
Yeah,
there's a middle ground of I should be able to go on a camping trip with your dad, and you trust that I'm not cheating on you. I still feel like that, because I would hate to be in that situation, and the reason why I say that is because I'm a family-oriented guy, and when I come around, my goal is to get along with the people that I have to be around.
I understand, and like I said, I don't think that this is not. It's not a situation where it's not like he's being rude.
No, but it's like it's keeping him
asking him to be rude.
He's keeping him at a distance though, where we can only have small talk. It can't grow no bigger than that.
I mean, but to be honest with you, his priority is not her father, it's her. They're getting married.
Yes, but I'm saying, but you are marrying into the family when you get married.
But I mean, if she don't have a good relationship with her dad anyway, it's
but
like,
that does suck,
don't get
because
me
now
wrong,
you're
like,
saying
I
it's
get
family.
what you're saying, but if she's saying like, this is where I want to keep my dad.
I get it. I understand.
You don't got to step over that just for the sake of...
He doesn't. But it does get hard, though, because when I'm constantly coming over here every Christmas, and he's like, come on here and have a scotch with me, and I got to keep being like, well, you know how your daughter is. Like, she don't want me to really...
You better not say no. You know who your daughter. You know how your daughter is. You can't say that,
but it's going to be shown. It's going to come out like indirectly, because he's going to know I'm putting up a wall.
I don't necessarily think so.
Bit.
I think it's okay to be hanging out with him at like family events or something where everybody is together. But if you know that she does not want you hanging out with him outside of those events,
I guess
do that.
I guess that's fair ask. I think
don't do that.
That's a fair ask.
Yeah. So okay. So
but
wait,
evidently
what's your
them camping trips must be hell of a though, because. Because
everybody
sneaked off to them camping
okay,
trips.
So you still think that she is kind of the a-hole for the ultimatum?
I think she should trust her husband. That's all I'm saying. Because trust that I can go out, hang with your dad, and not get off into what your ex may have done. Because your ex did make that decision to cheat. Because at the end of the day, we all are grown men, and we have to make a decision.
Yeah, that's true.
You could have a promiscuous friend and still not be like her.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yes,
But for
that's true. But I also think when you get to certain places and spaces in your life,
you remove that friend.
You got to remove that friend.
I understand.
I can't have a whole friend no more.
I understand that.
It's not fun.
I'm glad.
Take me home.
Right.
It's nothing. I have nothing here for me to do.
You're right.
But sit out here with the coats, girl. I don't want to do that.
So that's why. I want to go home. So when the dad say, "Hey, let's go on that camping trip," nah, I can't go on that camping trip with you. Okay.
I don't even like the outdoors. That's what you should have said.
But he liked the outdoors though.
But never a camping ground. Yuck.
So yeah, I guess she's not the a-hole for the boundary.
I don't think she's the a-hole for the boundary.
No.
Do you think she's the a-hole for saying she'll leave that man?
I think that's just that's where it's at with her.
I would say the same thing.
And if it was that serious, I would stop hanging with your dad. Then.
That's what I'm like. This girl's not playing with you.
She's not playing. So.
Ooh, that was a good one. I don't know.
That was a good one. That was a good conversation.
That was really,
Because it's kind of like you could look at it from two sides.
Let us know in the comments down below. Have you ever had a situation with maybe your significant other and a parent? Have you ever been in a situation where you don't necessarily want your significant other to get close to your parent because of past trauma or past issues that you've had with your parent and they did? How did you handle it? What did you do? What did you say? Let us know down below. Sound off in the comments, please, because I would love to hear how y'all were able to navigate that.
Her daddy be outside.
Her daddy is
sound like a good time. Good time. God must be.
I mean, yeah, he's a great time. He was having a great time on her mama for years.
And the mama ain't left. Hey, the mama didn't leave.
He's charming.
Must be.
He's got to be. All right, let's get into our next story. Okay, so just want to give a really quick trigger warning for this story. Well, no, it does contain like some themes of like AA, alcoholism, things like that. So if you're sensitive to that, I would just skip ahead. But if not, let's just keep on going. Okay. So this one says, am I the a-hole for leaving a party when my presents were not appreciated? Presents, not like
something
my
like
presents.
gifts.
Yes, like a gift. Okay. So this person says, I am posting here because yesterday I felt I did the right thing, but after cooling off, I am not so sure anymore. I attend a 12-step program, and my group decides to have an Xmas B-Day party this last Friday. This because there are 6 birthdays this month, mine's next week. I am closing an online store, and I have all sorts of cool things that I can gift. I chose 8 gifts, among them a 1 cool speaker, a Nintendo coffee mug, high-end candles, several nice shoulder bags, things that are brand new, and I am no longer selling. I'm assuming like within her store. Okay. Anyway, I arrived to the party and gave the hostess the gift card from Whole Foods and had some food and everything seemed to be fine until a new member, an older man, brought in his karaoke machine. We were chatting, and at some point, I realized we were all shouting because the music he was playing was extremely loud. Here, I want to add that I don't tolerate loud noises. I can't help it. It drives me nuts. That music sounds ethnic of his country, and he's the only one from there. Now, wait a minute, OP. Where are we going with this? The hostess asked him to lower the volume of the music. The same thing happened twice. After a bit, I set my presents all wrapped on a table and told them that I got gifts to play the white elephant. We started, and a girl got the first gift, and suddenly this man started playing a waltz and invited a young woman to dance. And here I am trying to coordinate a white elephant game with gifts I bought. And this individual plays music and starts to dance, interrupting the game. I felt unappreciated. I felt that my gesture was not being taken seriously, and honestly, I just can't give a fake smile. I stood up, took my things, and left.
She took the gifts back?
I started getting calls.
She took her things back, not the gifts.
No, I think she did take the gifts. Hold on. I started getting calls and messages asking, where did I go and if I was coming back? I'm still hurt and I don't want to talk to any of them. Today, I'm a little more calm and I'm not sure what I was supposed to do. Am I the a-hole for leaving when I felt I was being ignored? So let's go to the comments really quick. So the top comment says, you brought gifts and decided to instigate a white elephant gift exchange without people knowing it was happening. Usually it's prearranged and everyone brings a gift. You try initiating a gift during a loud, chaotic, and unorganized social gathering that you weren't the host of.
I like that take on that.
Yeah. Somebody said he was rude to you, but you have to control your reactions. Don't let others have that much control over you. Somebody else said that she is not the a-hole. You felt disrespected and left. Good for you. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think this person was the a-hole or no?
I think so. I think it was an overreaction on her part.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think the guy was a little rude? But I also will say this, just like that comment, you didn't pre-talk this out. Because sometimes when you pre-plan something, then a person can work that into the party and make the DJ or however the setup was, they could have controlled it better so that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But when you kind of like do some impromptu stuff and not everybody is feeling it or want to do that, I can see how it being like, put the music back on. Like you bought gifts, but we ain't trying to do that right now. Like we trying to dance. And you got your feelings hurt because of that. People started dancing again and not really trying to do the gift thing, and so then you take the gifts back. I know if your gesture was to give gifts, give the gifts, but that plan just didn't play out in the way that you thought it was.
Yeah, I think you're definitely the a-hole. For one, in the story starts out and you say this is a birthday party and like a Christmas party, like kind of like a last minute impromptu thing because there's so many birthdays during that month. So for one, if you've never purchased, if you've ever done a white elephant gift exchange, then you know that there are like certain rules that you have to do for the white elephant. And it's not a thing where you can go and purchase every gift and then have people pick. Like usually everybody picks, like goes out and buys a gift. You have like a certain limit or you don't, whatever. But usually most people go out, they pick the gifts. Everybody brings it. It's supposed to be anonymous. You're not supposed to know what you got. You're supposed to be able to steal the whole 9 yards. So for one, to buy all the gifts and then kind of impromptu decide for yourself, all right, we're going to have a white elephant in the middle of a party when nobody's paying attention to what you're doing.
Like you ruining the mood.
You're ruining. And then it's like, then you get an attitude because nobody's paying attention to the fact that you're doing this white elephant that you decided to do.
We do not care.
And like the first person said, this is not even your party. You're not the host of this party. So how can you have a surprise impromptu?
Kind of bratty in a way.
I feel like and also I didn't like, it was something that they said, something about them playing the music and it was ethnic of his country.
Bitch.
Nah, OP.
So it
I hate to break it to you. You sound a little Karenish.
Yeah.
You sound a little Karenish, especially say, I can't tolerate loud noises. Why are you at this party?
You shouldn't have came at all.
Why are you at this party? Go home.
And you trying to control it too.
You kind of control it. And
you
then
complaining about the music.
And don't bring, that's tacky.
Is those your people? I mean, what I mean by your people, I mean like, is those your kind of people? Because you complaining about their music.
The music, the food,
evidently,
the guest.
Evidently, y'all went on the same page with the elephant exchange. Like,
yeah, she did. It doesn't sound like she talked to anybody about this white elephant gift exchange. It seems like she just decided.
And I don't think they was mad when you left. They just was like, where'd she go?
I feel like to say I felt unappreciated.
We didn't.
It's a bit of a stretch only because it's like,
we didn't ask you to do this, kind of like.
And don't get me wrong, I don't like people like, well, nobody asked you to. I think I think she had good intentions and it was a nice gesture, but you kind of sound a little irritating.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
You also forced us on.
Yeah, you tried to like force fun in the way that you wanted to have fun for a group of people.
That didn't play out the way you wanted it to. So now we're wrong for not really wanting that to happen.
Yeah,
on some forceful type situation. Yeah.
Has anybody, put in the comments below, has anybody ever brought a gift to your party or whatever, brought you a gift and you did something that they didn't like and they took it back? And
That's a character thing.
How did you respond to it when they took it back?
That's a character flaw thing. I hate when people take anything back.
Yeah.
I feel like if you took it back, I feel like you should have never given it to me.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Because even if I get mad at somebody, if I bought them a gift, I bought that for you to have regardless if we remain friends after this or not.
So let me ask you this. When you have like a falling out with somebody or like a breakup or something like that, do you return the gifts that they gave you?
No.
So you keep the gifts?
I like gifts.
Yeah.
Especially if they bought stuff I like. Like, no, this is mine. You ain't getting this back.
Yeah. Do y'all return the gifts or do you keep the gifts?
I ain't that, like, it ain't that deep for me. Like, I look at, like, what was the reason we are not friends or not together anymore. Have an understanding of what that was. And any gift that was given before that, it is what it is. That's mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what my ex got me, or this is what I gave her. It don't matter.
I can honestly say I don't think I have a single gift from any exes of mine at all. I think I've probably given them away at this point.
I guess if it reminds you of them and it's irritating because it reminds you of them,
yeah.
I guess everybody has a different way to process it.
I am the type of person, this is about to sound so messed up. Ooh, y'all gonna be like, oh, she's talking about whatever. Once I'm done. I want no trace of you.
That's crazy.
I want no trace of you. And it's like, you know why? Because it takes me a minute to be completely done with somebody. So when I'm completely done, why do I need memorabilia? This is not. I don't need to know. I knew that you were here at some point in my life.
It depends on what you bought me. Like if you bought me a refrigerator,
it was nice knowing you.
If you bought me a refrigerator, I'm not
an appliance.
I'm not about to give up that refrigerator, bro.
That's different. You bought me an air fryer, it's up.
You know what I'm saying?
See that air fryer again, bro.
Because I like nice stuff. Like, what if you bought a PlayStation?
I don't know though.
If you bought you a PlayStation, you giving that back?
I got a lot of pride. That's what
you gonna be like, nah, I ain't giving this PlayStation back. But you can get out, but you keep this PlayStation staying here. Like it's certain stuff you ain't giving back. Like whatever it's like your favorite.
I'm trying to think like of what would I not give back. I wouldn't give back fabric. Yeah, I'm giving you back. Here, take all of this back.
I don't know, because
like,
I feel like
the only thing I probably wouldn't give back would be like,
what about jewelry?
Take this chain.
I don't know about that.
Take it.
Unless it was fake.
Snatch it off. Like Nunu.
I've been and pawned it before I give it back.
Go ahead, Rashad.
I know this person right here. I bet you had a nice little laugh about this, huh?
Give me back my necklace.
No.
Actually, I probably would pawn it.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't pawn. You know why? Because that's just an extra step. Now I gotta get up, go to the pawn shop,
get some money for
price
it.
out. I don't feel like just take it here. This is yours.
I mean, because I feel like if I got nice gifts, like it's like my favorite type of clothes or something, like I'm not giving that back. I wear that stuff.
Do y'all keep y'all gifts or do y'all give
I'm
them back?
materialistic in that way. I like stuff.
Materialistic. Thank you for your honesty.
Like I like stuff. Like if you bought me something
things.
nice, like you bought me a nice bracelet, you ain't getting that back.
I guess. But I think it's tacky to go to somebody's party and then take the gifts back that you brought them because you didn't like what they did.
And it makes you look like it makes you look bad because we're gonna laugh about it when you leave.
Because why would you do that?
We're gonna be like, and she took all them cheap gifts back because now they cheap.
Because now they're cheap. Because now they're cheap.
Now they cheap gifts.
Now they're cheap.
Yeah, like,
and I didn't care about it anyway.
I feel like technology just keep getting just crazy. They got climbing upstairs, vacuum cleaners. I'm like, what else y'all gonna come up with next? Like
the toothbrush that walks away.
I don't know what they coming up with because now they try to put the robot in your house to clean up and wash the kids.
Would you do that? Would you get a robot?
No.